Sat Nam, everybody. It is the first day of June, and I'm here to give you just a general overview of what this month offers. So firstly, the first week of June remains in this very Gemini, versatile, kind of scattered energy. Maybe it's all about tying up loose ends. Maybe we just find ourselves very busy this first week. But by the time June 5th rolls around, Mars is going to change signs. He's going to leave busy Gemini and enter Cancer. So Mars is the action principle. And he's also out of bounds for the entire month of June. And out of bounds means he's playing by his own rules. He's out of the reach of the sun. He's higher north in declination than the sun can reach. So therefore, he's out of the king's court. He's running by his own rules, and there's a little bit of a maverick energy here and a little bit of unpredictability, especially in Gemini. So people are just doing what they want, flying by the seat of their pants. But once Mars enters Cancer, it's going to go in a completely different direction. So it's going to be a lot about getting in touch with one's emotions and allowing the gut to guide, because we do have a mind of our own in our gut, and that's thanks to the vagus nerve, which goes from the brain into the gut. So that's a very valuable dialogue to have with your body, is to go with what your gut is telling you. It's very powerful. Now, at the same time that Mars softens, and again, he's still out of bounds, so it's really going to be about, what am I feeling? What am I feeling? So at this same time, Venus finally leaves Aries. She's been a very fiery, spunky gal there, being very direct with people, and that's not necessarily the most comfortable for Libra, Taurus, or even Pisces people. So we have this like switch here. So everyone is softening. So Venus goes home to Taurus. When Venus goes to Taurus, it's going to give us a chance to really slow down, smell the roses, appreciate, and integrate. Integrate everything we've been working on. We've been very focused on ourselves recently. And so now, as the planets shift into Cancer and Taurus, it's all about community and sharing, because Cancer is all about the tribe. And eventually later in the month, Mercury will go into Cancer as well. But right at the time that Venus and Mars change signs, Mercury leaves Taurus into Gemini. So he's going to be our saving grace. He's still going to keep the mind alert, keep us curious, wanting us to stay social, and exposing ourselves to all the different fun we can have in the summertime, all the different activities. So that's going to be our saving grace. But the main priority is going to be nourishing and replenishing. There's a ton of energy this month about nourishing the self, becoming more sensitive, becoming more receptive, becoming more fluid, allowing things to flow through us. So Yogi Bhajan says there's two ways to go about things. You can either go out there and get it, or you can vibrate it and allow it to come to you. We're going to be working a lot with that second energy this month. It's a lot about becoming more receptive and becoming more sensitive. There's also a lot of energy about healing this month. Neptune stations and all the planets in Gemini are going to square Neptune, and later when they move into Cancer, they're going to trine Neptune. And same with Chiron, who's also in Pisces. So we have a lot of energy this month about healing, artistry, intuition, receptivity, and replenishing and nourishing. And just, engaging in more fluid activities, not being so rigid with ourselves. And again, I said in my last video about the Gemini new moon and the Sag full moon, there's a lot about Sirius in there, which is a lot about getting in touch with what we need to nurture ourselves. And so the big question we're still going to be asking ourselves this month in June is this nourishing? If it's not, I would advise against it, because this is one of those precious months in these tumultuous, crazy times that we live in, that we actually get to pause and take care of ourselves and put ourselves and our tribe and our family and our health first. So towards the end of the month, around the solstice, it'll first be Mars and then Mercury, but we have both Jupiter and Neptune at 13 degrees of their own signs, of Libra and Pisces respectively. So when Mars and Mercury hit 13 Cancer, we have a square to Jupiter, which is going to make us have a lot of energy, a lot of emotion, a lot of ambition, a lot of optimism. So it's going to need an outlet. Now, luckily, it trines to Neptune, so that's great for healing, anything fluid, floating, yoga, dance, art, meditation, anything you can think of that's fluid and subjective. That's a really, really great outlet. So we have a lot of opportunities to replenish ourselves this month. It's not so much about forcing anything, it's about allowing this month. So that's our broad overview. If you would like to have a daily breakdown of the month of June, you can visit my website, www.astroluminous.com. And I'm also going to be running a little special this month for oracle readings, so stay tuned. So hope this message finds you well rested. Take this time to do what you need for yourself so that we can face Pluto next month. Sat Nam.